Why hello there, and welcome to part 2 of what was supposed to be part 1 of my Creator Academy adventure. But now on to metadata. What is metadata? Well, not that. That's barely even a good joke. For our purposes here, metadata is all the stuff related to your video that isn't the video itself. So your thumbnail, your title, your descriptions, and your tags. I'm not going to go too into depth on any of those because there's like hundreds of videos you can watch on each of those topics, so I'm just going to mention them briefly. So first, thumbnails. Thumbnails are also an important part of branding, which is why I would have liked this to have been one video, because that would have been a really smooth transition from branding to metadata. So thumbnails are apparently the biggest contributing factor in determining the clickability of your video. They need to be appealing, but also convey what's in the video, and of course be consistent with your overall branding. Personally, I think I'm pretty good with this. I think my thumbnails look nice. I think they are consistent. I think I do a pretty good job of making it identifiable when videos are part of a series. Although I will say my vlog and song thumbnails are a bit similar, so I might do something to make them a bit more distinctive. It's also recommended to experiment with your thumbnails to see what gets more clicks and what doesn't, which is why the second spooky film list had a different thumbnail than the first one. And the next one will probably have an even differenter thumbnail, because people aren't clicking on those. But now on to titles. The title obviously should describe your video, but also, intrigue the viewer and make them want to click, and include important keywords for search engine optimization. I think I do a good job putting titles that describe what's in the video, but I can't go around and put clickbaity titles on my videos because it's just part of my overall aversion to dishonesty. Now, descriptions, they say, should be 1 to 2 paragraph summaries of your videos, and also contain relevant keywords for search engine optimization. This is something that I am kind of rubbish at. As stated in the previous video, not great at copywriting. I'm working on it. I'm trying to make them better, but most of my videos can be described in one very short sentence, and trying to inflate that into some bizarre, highly searchable menagerie of words is annoying. Now, tags, they actually say, are the least important thing. I believe I've actually presented these in order that they say they are important. But of course that leads me to believe that they are more important than they are saying, because they are also the most exploitable part of your metadata. And I think YouTube is keeping secrets. But now let's move on to what I personally think is the most important lesson, even though it wasn't really mentioned that much, and probably should have been, and I don't know, maybe will be in future lessons. I don't know. And that is sustainability. Basically, make sure that you can make the content that you're making. Now, I realize that sounded like nonsense, but no, it makes sense. Because you can put all of your effort into making every single video, but how long can you do that for? Now, that isn't to say just make easy videos because they're easy. I say, in a vlog, the easiest kind of video. Rather, the idea is to be more realistic in your goals for what you're making and how long you'll be making it. Like, if you're planning on making videos for the whole next year and putting out one every week, you're going to be making 52 videos. So consider the amount of effort you're putting into each video, and consider doing that 52 times. If that sounds bad, then, tone it down a little bit. Now, something they recommend doing, which is something that I coincidentally started doing shortly before embarking on this stupid adventure, is block shooting, which is shooting multiple videos back to back. Now, the downside to this is that you have to be prepared for multiple videos all at once, but then you just set up your camera and your lights and your microphone and everything once, shoot several videos, and then just edit them at your leisure. And if you keep on top of actually planning out your videos, then being prepared to shoot 3 or 4 videos at once isn't really a big deal. And speaking of planning ahead, sustainability also means making sure that you know what to make all those videos about. If you don't know what your video is going to be about, that's kind of a problem, and just sort of hoping that you'll figure it out when the time comes is one of those things that only works until it doesn't. And this is where a good video series comes in, because with a video series, you probably have a pretty good idea what the next one's going to be. Personally, I've got 2 video series that I can just continue milking for years. I can make nothing but videos in those 2 series and just be good for quite a while. So yeah, there's my personal advice to you is find something that you'll always be able to make a video of, if you don't have another idea. But, also something that, like, you want to make the videos about, because what I said in the first video about authenticity. And if that doesn't work, you can always just severely underestimate how much content you have for a video and have to split it into 2 parts. Like this. And the final topic I would like to discuss here is interaction. They recommend that you encourage your viewers to interact with the video, like perhaps ask them a question that they can answer in the comments, like, have you done any of the Creator Academy? Do you think it's useful, or do you think that YouTube is keeping all the secrets for themselves? And, also you want to make sure that the viewer feels appreciated, so, you got to make sure to thank them for watching the video and remind them that if they enjoyed it, they should hit the like button and maybe click on some of the other videos floating around, and if they like all that stuff, to subscribe to the channel. And you see what I've done here is I have seamlessly transitioned into my outro. Well, until next time.